nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
Well, you know me, baby.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy, Sub-Zero. Trying to work from home today, and I'm doing everything I shouldn't be doing, but I just want to show you guys this. What you are looking at is a graph, which is a breakdown per day of the amount of minutes that each race of children spend doing homework. As you can see at the top of the list, and to no one's surprise, the Asian and Indian children, Asian. So Asian, I'm assuming they're talking about Oriental. But let's just assume they're not. And let's just assume that they're just talking about Asian, period, from the continent of Asia. Because I'm sure they're not going all off into Indian American and stuff. That still would be technically Asian. So roughly almost 2 hours. It's an hour. It's 100 and I don't know how many minutes. Now, by default, they spending almost three times. Almost three times the time. So somebody's outworking you by three times the level of dedication and focus that you have, right? Then you have the second highest, which is, you guessed it, Caucasians, spending roughly about 55, 57 minutes a night on average studying, right? So the Asians are putting almost double the time that whites are putting in. And, you know, conversely, what that gives you is they get Silicon Valley's taken from them. They develop Silicon Valley, but then it gets taken from them and taken over by Asians, right? And there's nothing they can do. I mean, these Asians are coming in with these H-1B visas, and a lot of them are coming from these different universities and getting all the tech jobs, which right now we have a tech-based economy. It is no longer a manufacturing-based economy, right? Third, we're getting outworked by the Hispanics. The Hispanics on average are doing a little bit under the whites at about, I say about 55. If the whites are at 57, I get them 55 on average minutes per night of homework, 5 days a week. And this was in 2000. This is ranging from 2000 to 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Let me open this image up to make sure. Let's see, because you guys are looking at it, but I don't know for sure because I'm just kind of going off the top of my head, believe it or not. 2003. So this is over a 10-year period. 2003 to 2013. All right. And finally, at the bottom of the list, doing, I'd say, roughly about 35 minutes, African Americans. Or it says blacks, I'm sorry. So, guys, take in mind now, this includes immigrants. When you say black, this includes immigrants. So, if we take immigrants out, right, and the immigrants that get into certain universities and things like that, children of immigrants, our number probably would skew more down towards, I say around 29. It'll be in the 20s. I really believe that. I think that number is skewed slightly with African Americans because we're talking about 15% of us are immigrant children. 15% of us are from different foreign countries, right? That are black. So take off 15%, or take off 1/6 of that. 35, roughly 1/6. So about 28, 29 minutes. See what I'm saying? So what does that tell you guys? So while we complain about racism, white supremacy, while I'm called the coon, while I'm called all the different names, and I'm this and I'm that, I'm also being cognizant of the fact that black people, on average, spend the least amount of time doing homework. Now, what is the importance of homework, people? You keep saying, well, why is that? I know you guys probably see this as a broken record, but why do I keep talking about homework? Because homework means you probably get a better GPA. And if you get a better GPA, you're probably also going to probably put time in. If you're putting 3 hours in, you probably can put time studying and preparing for the ACT, SAT. Guess what, guys? Let's look at the scores of by race of SATs. And let's do a distribution. And I guarantee you guys, I don't have to guess this, but I guarantee you SAT scores by race. That's it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. The highest one on here, of course, this Asian, which is 1181, right? The second highest one on here is white with 1118 on average. The third highest on here is, of course, Hispanic. I didn't even have to. How did I know that, right? Well, actually, Native American and Alaskan American. So we got to put them in there. They're actually the third highest at 963. Then after that, so you got, let's do it again. We got Asians first, whites second, and then we got white second, Hispanics third, and after Hispanics, Pacific Islander. After Pacific Islander, then American and Native. Notice black people ain't even in the equation, right? At the very bottom, after Native American, Indian, then you have black people, which are almost 20 points lower than Native American. Okay, so we're about, on average, about 200, actually a little bit over, about almost 250 points behind Asians, right? So like I say, Asians and many people like that are putting in, they just be getting out work, guys. I went and got you the data. You see what I'm saying? Now, what does that affect, guys? If you're not, and I'm going to say this again, if you're not putting in the time, what'll happen is when you go to school, you get a low ACT score. You're probably not going to do too good on the math section because you're not good at math because you don't put a lot of time in math. You just don't. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is you wind up becoming a person who is focusing more on sociology, dare I say history, shit like that. That's what you major in, psychology. Why? Because that's a lot of book reports and shit like that. Shit that's really not gonna help your ass get a job, right? And then when you get out, you wind up having student loan debt, and they say black millennials. This is why you see this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I just gave you the data. This shit is airtight. Now, I will be called a coon for putting this information out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unpopular to talk about this. This is not black excellence, people. This is black mediocrity. So, guys, this is what I will probably draw the line and say, guys, we need this to be so, because how else can you explain away our mediocrity? Huh? How else can you explain it away? Yeah, we need racism, white supremacy to be real, because, guys, without racism, white supremacy, a lot of this shit would just be out in the open, and people would see that we full of shit and we ain't really working hard a lot of times. And we blame everything on racism when it's not that, guys. A lot of it just has to do with what I just showed you. Black mediocrity. Okay? Real simple. You see what I'm saying? See how easy and scientific that was? Based on, I went and got data. Like, I know everybody loves to talk about I got the data. How about that data? Now, what is that? Yeah, like I said, what does that affect? Let's do it. Let's go into it again. Okay, so number one, you're gonna get a lower ACT score. Number two, you're gonna have a lower GPA. Number three, you're not gonna be able to get into the college or university of your choice. You may want to go to MIT. You may want to go to Harvard, Yale, Cornell, Brown, Dartmouth, Columbia, NYU. You see what I'm saying? Places like that where you can get in, and pretty much when you come out, you have a damn good shot of getting a good high-paying job, right? So what happens is you don't go in with the score that you need to get in the place and the location that you want. So then and then when you go to college, you're probably gonna get into student loan debt because it's expensive as hell. And when you get into student loan debt, you're gonna probably get out of college with a low paying job because you didn't do math. See the chain reaction from all that shit all these numbers that I just showed you earlier has a chain reaction that sends your ass down a spiral. And now, not only can you not get a job, but when you do get a job, it's going to be low paying because your degree is not in the STEM, it's not in anything of significance. You're not going to go to medical school and become a doctor. You might go to grad school because you say, okay, I'm gonna go back to school, incurring more debt. And by now, are you going to pick up math and go? No. So you got people around here with a major in, early childhood education. I mean, they went and got they majored in psychology. They couldn't get a job. Then they wanted to go be a school teacher. So they got to go get their teacher certificate. This is the average black person. So what happens is we go into education and we go into healthcare. These are the two fields that we concentrate in. Or we get a job working for the government, which most black people work for the government. See, so when you say work for the government, it ain't that they work at downtown at the office. A lot of times when they say they work for the government, they talking about school teachers. See what I'm saying? When you talk about people that work in medicine, black people get jobs in medicine, school teacher, and then from there, it's pretty much that's it. That's about it. You may have a few people, 4 or 5% that can actually jump into IT that actually kind of. Now you might be like, well, you don't need math to do IT, so why do you keep saying that? I'm not saying you need math to do IT, but if you're going to major in IT in college, which is what a lot of people would want to do, you're going to need math. And a lot of times, guys, when you could go and get a business administration degree and then go into IT. You could. But a lot of times, by the time, we don't know this. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my students. I got a couple of students that just came into my class that are now getting out here and getting into IT and making the money that they feel like they deserve to make. $1,600 a week, $1,500, $2,000 a week. These are my students and I'm damn proud of them. You see what I'm saying? I'm proud of all of them. You know what I'm saying? But guys, they're working hard. They're doing the work that they're supposed to do. Did you do your part? Are you doing your part? See, black excellence and black mediocrity, it's a clear, distinctive line between the two. And you can measure it. I just showed you. What I just showed you with that chart, the chart you looking at, these charts you looking at, this is black mediocrity, guys. And then you'll say some shit like, well, I mean, you can't even count the SAT. How you gonna count the SAT? I mean, the SAT is culturally biased. These white folks done got your ass so fucked up in the head. Let me explain something to you. The SAT is not, in a sense, gonna fuck you up. You can learn something, guys. If you from Africa and somebody asks you to take an IQ test and they got certain questions on that IQ test that are specifically from a Western mindset, I can understand how that might be culturally biased. But if somebody asks you some math questions on the SAT, math ain't got shit to do with being culturally biased. I'm gonna tell you what's culturally biased to black people, why they say that. What they really telling you is it's not in your culture because you don't do but 30 minutes a night, so you're not gonna be good at math. So this is why they say culturally biased. See, people telling you to your face that they think you inferior and you're lazy. And you don't have the ability to, change and evolve and wake up and see that you are not doing what it is that you need to do. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem for the average black person out here nowadays. Overcoming the ideals that we're always fed within our community that the black man is really being held back by his white counterpart. It's the white man. The white man is the one that's fucking me over. The white man is the one that that did this. The white man is the one that did that. Now fuck that. The white man ain't got shit to do with the fuckery that a lot of us are on, guys. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. I'll be the first guy to sit and say, man, let's hold white people accountable for their actions in a lot of instances. But when it comes time to hold them accountable, let's make sure that our shit is completely airtight. And it's not a lot of times, guys. I'm just being straight up. Our shit ain't airtight. It's not crisp. Thereby, what happens is we wind up becoming, the sole, harbingers of our own destruction, in a sense. Because what you have to really pay attention to is the black man is not under any situation or in a position to twist anybody's arm to give them what is morally owed to them. See, guys, you can only get what's owed to you if you can take it by force. See, a white person, even some white people will admit they believe they did a lot of shit. Most white people will admit they enslaved black people. Just off that alone, they know they owe us reparations. But you know what, guys? You won't get it. And the reason you won't get it isn't because these white people don't believe that shit. They believe they owe you something, man. It ain't that. They don't give a fuck. They just like, okay, yeah, I owe it to you. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we owe you. Now what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You can't twist somebody's arm. So if I can't twist your arm, why the fuck would I, be so more, be in this moral seat of judgment that you want to put me in? Fuck you. No, I don't owe you anything. They'll tell you that shit. Any white person, if you sat them down and asked them, okay, and showed them all of the history of sundown towns and of everything that we've had to deal with in this motherfucker, ain't no way in hell a white person should not understand that they owe reparations to black people. Most people understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it boils down to. So I didn't want to come on here and preach, you know what I'm saying, and sound preachy. Because I know I can come off as preachy or sometimes arrogant or condescending. Because I know a lot of black people get tired of hearing, YouTubers go down and shit on how stupid black people are, how we don't know what the fuck we doing, we this, we that. And some people get tired. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you the smartest guy in the room to make an observation, because maybe your ass on YouTube too much. Maybe you need to chill out and stay your ass off YouTube. If you tired of people bitching about the condition of their community and how it's fucked up and what we need to do to fix it, you probably need to stay your ass off YouTube. Because one thing you will not get from my channel is fluff. One thing you will not get from my channel is the belief or the preaching of this bullshit that you are some sort of victim and the white man is going to somehow be benevolent and give you what the fuck he owes you. He ain't going to give you shit. He going to do what he's supposed to do, survive. Like most racists. Yeah, fuck you. We took you. All right, now what you going to do to stop us? Yeah, we took your kids. Yeah, we did this in slavery. Now what? See what I'm saying? Now you stuck. So guys, this is me just making a little short video.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this video. I'm gonna put a couple of testimonials of my students at the end, man. Just to show you that you can be excellent. Shout out to my students. I'm proud of all y'all. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all be blessed, man.
My name is Ian. I took Sub-Zero's Lifting the Veil IT Academy class. I doubled my income in 8 months. I was in the February class. I got a job in September, and I'm working remote, and I'm making $34 an hour. So I did it because Sub-Zero was a great teacher. And I got in there. I studied. I passed his 3 interviews. I failed a lot of them, but I got through it, and I got a job in, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks after I passed his interview. So it was worth it.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. This is definitely one of the best courses, or actually the best course that I've ever taken online. It's the only course that's delivered on everything that the instructor said it would deliver on. the materials were relevant to what I needed to go out in the field and get work immediately. I didn't waste years spending time learning things that I would never have to use and that would never make me any money. The support system for my classmates was incredible. It's life-changing. And if you're thinking about the money, you're thinking about the wrong thing. It's a 100% guarantee if you put the work in, you're going to get more than 10 times the return on your investment. And I'm saying that as someone who's actually gotten more than I would ever expect as a return for the time and money and discipline that I invested in the class. I highly recommend it.
All right. That's it. That's all I needed. I just needed a...
Alright, so basically what I did, I was online one day and I seen a video that Sub put up about, it was actually a check of some work that he did. I want to say it was like 5 G's. I'm like, man, I need to try this. So what I did, called him up and I paid for the class, and I took the class and studied hard, went to the class. I want to believe we had about 4 times a week, but studied every day. From there, went through his test, the test that he gives to make sure that you're ready for your interview. Failed that a couple times, but just kept studying and kept at it. After that, went on job interviews, and from there actually got a job, man. So the class actually changed my life. It changed the whole trajectory of my life. From there, I've been exposed to not only, having the job, not only have I been exposed to SQL, but I've been exposed to several other languages, as well as the whole infrastructure side of the whole IT field. So, man, that course, it is literally the best thing that at this point. I was working at a call center before, making, $15 an hour. Now I'm upwards to about $35, $37 an hour. Yeah, man, it really changed my life. So it was a good choice that I made, as well as really beneficial. It's not only just with the financial part, but just the way of thinking. I set out to do something, accomplish something, and it's really good, man. It's really good. It's one of the best fields to be in here in America. I literally just got back in the country. I met a bunch of guys out of the country who did IT. They do it all over the world. So it just really broadened or expanded my horizons. So best thing that I've done in my life thus far. So I definitely appreciate the class. I appreciate Sub. And if you're on the fence about taking the class, man, just jump the fence, go ahead for it. But you got to put the work in. That's the one thing. It's on you too. It's not you going to get the material, but it's up to you to study. It's up to you to apply it. So I did it. It worked. I tell people about the class, so best thing that I've done. So, take that leap.
That's it.
Alright, babe. So, check it out, fam. I know that this is Yasmin, by the way. I know that there's a good number of you who have probably listened to my videos with Sub-Zero 3639 in the past, and with his introduction for me into IT. For those of you who don't know, which none of you do, but I just had probably about a 5 to 10 minute conversation with Sub-Zero, letting him know where I am in my current state. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, bruh. Your girl just hit 6 figures in the annual income, and I am, like, I can't even articulate where I am in this exact moment. I am overwhelmed by emotion. I'm ready to cry. I'm ready to hop, skip, jump, laugh uncontrollably and all of that stuff. But I wanted to come on, and I wanted to most definitely thank Sub-Zero, because without him and the resources that he provided me, I most definitely would not be where I am today. Y'all give me a minute, because I gotta pull it back together. I am thankful. I am grateful. You know, obviously to God be the glory. But without God, you know, this person would not have just mysteriously appeared, and I definitely would not be where I am today in terms of income wise, or being able to help my family come out of one situation into another system. Y'all listen, check it out. When I first got into this industry, I needed a suit to go on a job interview. My mother-in-law, she's in fashion. She owns a boutique. She was like, Yasmin, you're gonna need, you know, at least $200 to $300 to go and get you a good suit. But I couldn't even come up with the money in order to go and pay for the suit, let alone the money to go and even take the test to become certified in my line of work, right? Do you know, literally 2 days ago, I just went into the mall with no problems, no questions asked, and invested literally in myself, paying $300 for a suit. This shit was unheard of probably a year ago. Like, 2 years ago, I would have never even, like, I can't even articulate, like, where I am with this shit today. Like, I am, again, as I mentioned before, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I'm thankful. I'm happy. I am grateful. I feel blessed. And, you know, for those of you who may not have, or may have listened to the videos about how to get into IT without an IT background, take that information and just run with it. Whatever information that you're provided, take that information, hit the ground running, and don't look back, because I promise you, it is not a lie. You will come into this industry if you do what you're supposed to do, if you are there with goals in mind and setting out to accomplish a mission, you will hit it. I just legitimately hit 6 figures today. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. I don't even know what else to say.
That's it right there.
All right, man. So what did you just say? What happened?
Hey, I just got a job with the interview I had earlier this week. You know, they said they liked me, so you know.
That's it, man. So do you mind sharing the rate?
Well, I think it's 43. I have to check with them. I think it's 43.
43 an hour. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. God bless, man. That's it, man. You almost right at 6 figures, man.
Yeah,
Which actually, 43, I think if you work, not including Christmas, if you just take as a contractor, if you take the days off like Christmas and Thanksgiving, but you work on those Fridays and those other days, then you probably would be able to make north of that. But even still, man, congratulations. I'm proud of you. I knew you could do it. You know what I'm saying? I knew you could do it. So
Yeah, man.
this is what, you know what I'm saying? It's paying dividends, man. All that time, energy, you know what I'm saying? Effort, all the stuff you've been doing is paying dividends, man. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. You got anything you want to say to the students or anything like that?
Yeah, just you most importantly of all, you have to believe that you can get that. Once you believe that you can get it, you'll do anything that you need to do to get it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, people will go and reject you, but just believe that you got it. Because that's how I did it. You know, I sat down and I just believed. I was like, all right, you know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that you haven't learned. You know it. So just say it. You know, just speak it.
That's it, man.
That's what I did, man.
That's it, man. Keep God first. Keep God in the center of it. You know, God bless you, brother. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? It's your second time doing it, but you was my first one that did it. You was the first one to break through. So I was like, man, what's taking Mark a while? But Mark, you did it. You did it, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's done, bro. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. Can you say something? Say something. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so go ahead. Just tell them about your story and how you got on and what happened. Just say, if you could, just kind of give the students or potential students basically a testimonial of how you did what you did and how you got where you are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess I would say that everybody stay encouraged, man, and stay the course. I know you put something in the Facebook group. I did get a chance to see that about mindset, and definitely have that growth mindset. No matter where you are, you might have I had an idea in my mind what I wanted to do and how much I should learn. People thought I needed to be the drunken master, if you will. But hey, I went through your interview with you and for sequel. I didn't even finish the SSIS portion, as you know, and I found a position that that matched my background, and I just put it out there and just said, hey, let me see what I can do. And I got, I found the right company, right situation, and they basically fast tracked me, man. I interviewed. I did a phone screen on a Thursday, a Wednesday. From that phone screen, they liked enough of the phone screen. They sent me the interview was kind of like a questionnaire. They asked me some questions about SQL and about my background, about the business in general. So I was able to do that. Even the stuff that I didn't know, I was able to look that up and answer the questions. So they really was looking for people who can, if you didn't know the information, you can find the information and get the information. So it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to finish the questionnaire they had. And then I passed the questionnaire. So 2 days later, they called me and said, we want to invite you for an interview. And this is a growing company. They produce software. So there's a software as a service company, a SaaS company. And so they called me in on a Saturday. I did an interview, which I thought was strange, but I went in on a Saturday. He asked me some very technical questions about SQL and SSIS. Some I knew, some I didn't. The ones that I didn't know, I tried to answer them to the best of my ability, and I just owned up. They were like, hey, you know what? I'm not 100% familiar with that. And I think that was good enough, because probably like an hour later, that same day, on Saturday, they called me and said, hey, we want you to start. And I started this past Monday. So all this happened within the span of 5-6 days, So I interviewed this past Saturday. They brought me in on Monday, so I'm in my second day. I just finished my second day of training. I'm leaving. I'm on my way home now from training. So, yeah, man. And, so, hey, I'm in the game now. And I just say, the training is invaluable. Definitely taught me a lot about ETL and about business intelligence, and I was able to leverage that and get hired. So, yeah.
All right, people. We are here with Steve H, and this brother has just landed his first job he interviewed for. Literally, his first job. Days after I prepared his resume, this brother went out and he just got the phone call. He landed $85K per annum. He's about to go on the company trip, all that, man. So I want you to give the students give me a shout out and let us know how you feel about the situation, brother.
Yeah, so man, I felt like I was really prepared. This company, they wanted everything that the course offered. They wanted procedures, everything I learned in the class. They wanted me to report, and they wanted me to be able to create SSIS packages. So everything in this course, I'm going to be using it at this job. I was well prepared. Right before the interview, Sub helped me work on my story, and that probably helped out the most. When me and Sub got together, he worked out the kinks of my story, gave me a way to how one of the questions they're gonna ask you is, okay, so you went to college, but you went for a non-IT major. How did you get an IT? And that question that so prepared me for helped me make sense in my interview. And then also when someone was saying basically what's a normal day to day, because that was definitely one of the questions they asked, like what's a normal day to day for the companies you work for. So I was definitely well prepared for the interview, and I'm probably going to be well prepared for once I actually for this. In 4 months, I went from not knowing anything about this stuff to just a whole wristband. I'm working and making $85K. It's well.
Okay, so you interviewed a month ago, right? So you're talking 90 days actually, because you interviewed like early July, and it's like almost the end of July.
Right. So yeah, I was prepared in 3 months.
That's it, man. So you heard it here, straight from the horse's mouth. Sub-Zero 3639, and we are at Lifting the Veil IT Training Academy. All right, brother, go ahead. So we're here with Lauren, and Lauren just got an offer. This is his second offer. He had one for $65. Yeah. He got this one for $37 an hour. So I just want you to hear straight from his mouth as far as what he feels about the whole situation.
Right. Hey, how you guys doing, man? My name's Lauren. Just got an offer for 74. I guess it breaks down to $1,000 a year. The job's about 15 minutes from my place. I couldn't be more happy. I'm excited. The group seems, as far as the company, it's a small group, so I feel like we're going to be able to bounce ideas off each other. The money's going to be good. They have like core hours, so you don't have to worry about being in there from like 9 to 8. They got some kind of flex, work-life balance stuff going on. So, I'm happy. It took, it was a lot of work, but the hard work paid off, So definitely, if you think about taking subs class, definitely take it. You got to put the work in, but, it definitely pays off.
That's what's up, brother. I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, man, I appreciate everything. Yeah, man, IT is a great industry to, definitely, see how you can, improve your skills in the job market and improve your, demand for your skills in the job market. And I definitely feel, this is like a legendary opportunity, especially for, black people, because, we definitely don't get, nowhere near as much opportunity as other, nationalities for the most part. And yeah, I feel like, this class definitely, unless you know another way, unless you have another way to, be able to, make, close to, I would say $100K a year or more, then, this definitely is a decent way. If you can, just focus on, SQL, it's plenty of stuff you can look up, as well. But, with the course and the, and the resume you're set up with, it's like, all the references you have for, all the people that, taking the course as well. It's so much opportunity, and it seems like it's a growing field. Like IT in general just seems like, it's more in demand than, most other fields, and they definitely are, needing to.
Okay. I appreciate it. Hold on one second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, go.
All right. Yeah, so, my name is Terrence Haney, and, I took the course, the, IT Academy, Lifting the Veil, and definitely prepared me to be able to, get out here, and get a job within the IT industry and make, I got an offer, close to, pretty much $40 an hour, just doing a phone interview, for the most part. So you can even get, a job just off a phone interview. And also, IT, so many opportunities as, they definitely, definitely contact you to see how interested you are in certain opportunities. If you definitely, go through the class. And I would say never, never give up on, continuing to learn, because there's so much different ways you can learn SQL, SSIS and SSRS. You can learn, by reading through the book. You can learn by Googling everything online. You can learn by, definitely, just focusing on, what Sub-Zero teaches, and also, what you may catch, on YouTube or, whatever, site. But yeah, definitely, this was like definitely a class that definitely helps you improve your skills if you're interested in the IT, working in the IT field, and, interested in data, in general, working with data. And yeah, it was an opportunity that, I, didn't see. Like, it came out of, the left field, like, and it was like, I was like, wow, like, IT is really, definitely one of the things of the future, one of the main industries of the future, especially with how technology is moving forward. And yeah, the class is basically just, a couple months, and, the class is real cool. You have, other students you could get online with. It's just an online class, better than most, college classes you may try to take. And definitely, once you learn, SQL, and especially the other, integration, SSIS and SSRS information, he's teaching you, you definitely have, as long as you stay focused, on the material that he's trying to teach you, you have, you should definitely, have no issue being able to interview for opportunities, paying you, 40 an hour, 30 an hour plus, 40 an hour plus, 50 an hour plus.
Okay.
And, yeah, so.
All right.
Straight from the Mint Factory, so fine. Remix, straight for the 9-4. I know this cutie, her name is so fine. She got me feeling for her sex like every time, but she ain't the type to give it up quick. She likes to take it slow and let them suck her food. No, see, you can spend your money and you can wine and dine, but if you ain't down, she won't give you the time. And then I gotta do, got to go through it, 'cause she's so fine. On the real though, could you be mine? Damn, those pretty brown eyes is driving me wild. gonna let this slow jam ride. I wanna know, can I too? Come on.